What's going on, guys? It's your boy Trolltech here for another video. So today we are going to be reacting to a video called This Is How Stray Kids Was Formed. So I'm planning in the future to react to the survival show, but that's going to be a bit in the future. So for now, I just want to have a basic idea of the formation of the boy band. Is it a band? Is that the correct name for it? I don't know, but yeah, that's why we're doing that. So in my last video, I was commenting how I think Bang Chan said a certain line. I'm like, he sounded like such an eshe. And then people in the comments of that video were telling me that like he was an eshe during when he was younger, which is hilarious. I'll tell you why it's hilarious is because so in Sydney, especially during like mid 2000s, right? And late 2000s, there was two kinds of like teenagers, right? You had the eshes, and you know the eshes, they wore the TNs, the Nike hats and all that other stuff, right? That was the classic eshe look. And a lot of eshes used to wear like the Canterbury brand. I don't know if anyone knows what that even means. And then there was the wogs, right? And the wogs were essentially Italians, Croatians, Turks, Arabs, like that, like Mediterranean guys. And these guys were like the long mullets, right? The beards, the bum bags, the Adidas tracksuit, like that type of shit. And it's embarrassing to say, I was one of those guys. And the thing about the wogs and the eshes, we hated each other. Like it was on site. Like it was actually on site. Like you'd get on the train and you'd see a group of eshes and you would immediately hate them. So it's interesting because Bang Chan is like my favorite dude in this band and I love him, but he was a former eshe and I was a former like fully sick wog. That's what we'll call it, because like being a wog is just being from like a Mediterranean person, but there was a specific type of person in that subset of groups, right? And we hated each other. Like the eshes and us, we hated each other so much. Like it was actually on site. Like it was funny as actually thinking about it as a 27-year-old adult. It's just hilarious. So I found that actually really funny. Sorry, I wanted to tell that story. It seemed funny. Anyway, this is a shorter video. I didn't want to do a video that was too long, like the one I'm reacting to, just because I'm planning to watch like the survival show in the future. I don't think I could watch that on YouTube just because copyright issues. So I'm going to see what to do there. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started on This Is How Stray Kids Was Formed.
This is Internet's Nathan, and today we're going to learn how Stray Kids was formed. From childhood to trainee.
Wait. Let's turn the volume up a bit.
Life and to debut.
Okay, very exciting stuff. So this video had the most views when I wrote like I literally Googled searched how was Stray Kid formed. This one video had the most views, so that's why I reacted into this one.
I did drop some merch, so please check it out. It's the limited edition wave merch. Once it's gone, it's gone. Go pick up something for yourself and it will help this channel tremendously.
Okay, I'll let it go. I'll let his ad happen.
Was born in 1997, allegedly in Sydney, Australia, because it hasn't really been confirmed.
I know it does, like it wasn't supposed to sound like it, but the way he said it was like allegedly he's from Australia. Like I know he's referring to the fact that we're not sure if he was born in Korea or Australia, but like it was just funny. It's like a you know, murder documentary. It's like we're not sure where he was from.
Yet. He did say he moved to Sydney at a very young age though. In fact, he moved 5 times while in Australia. Bang Chan never had a clear career choice, but he said he always wanted to make people have a good time. And that is what led him to the 2010 J.
Wait, is this young Bang Chan? Well, actually, I can see the resemblance, kind of. But like, he's changed so much. Like, obviously, he's changed from when he was a kid. But even when I look at like photos from when I was like this young, you can tell like it's the same person, you know what I mean? Right? And I feel like if you looked at adult Bang Chan and this one, you could find the similarities, but it's not like an immediate thing. Anyway.
JYP Entertainment auditions in Australia with experience in
Wait, let's go back. What did he say?
2010 JYP Entertainment audition times while in Australia. Bangtan never had a clear career choice, but he said he always wanted to make people have a good time. And that is what led him to the 2010 JYP Entertainment auditions in Australia. With experience in modern dance and even ballet, Bangtan passed the audition and moved to Korea.
Wait, my boy did ballet when he was young? Okay, now I can see why he's so like, you know, his movements are so like precise almost.
Bangtan trained in JYP for over 7 years, and over that time, he trained with GOT7, Twice, and Miss A, making friends with a lot of the JYP.
I've know that name Twice. I've heard that name before. It's like, I'm sure it's like a popular K-pop group, but I've heard it for sure, definitely before. So I know about the fact that he trained for 7 years because that was in the guide video, like the guide video I did like a week ago. So I know that.
JYP family. Bam Bam, Yukyum, Jackson, Sana, Jimin.
Okay, we get it. He's popular.
Over that time, he also created the hip-hop rap trio 3 Racha, with other Stray Kids members Hyunjin and Han.
Okay, so that's interesting. Like, we know he created Stray Kids, but he also founded 3 Racha prior to creating Stray Kids. I thought it was like, it all happened in Stray Kids type thing.
By featuring in Twice's debut music video as one of the zombies and Miss A's Only You music
Oh, so
video.
he was like a
along
extra.
with all the
Nice.
other members and Stray Kids were a part of the JYP show Stray Kids. And it's a lot different than the 16 show that created Twice. The members of Stray Kids would work together to debut.
So is that a common thing? Like, having these survival shows or these shows when they're creating these groups, like that's how they find if the group meshes well together and if they're all at the same level, talent wise and stuff like that. Or is this like a specific thing just for these two groups? I wonder.
No one really got eliminated, however, and it was just a show to hype up JYP's new boy group, where Bangtan made his debut in 2017, becoming the leader of Stray Kids. Woojin was born in 1997 in Korea. Woojin, with his love of singing, first joined Fantasio Entertainment. He spent some time there but would leave.
So this is the guy that left, right? I think so.
And later joined SM Entertainment as a trainee, training and becoming friends with members from NCT. He wouldn't last there either and found himself in JYP Entertainment. Woojin worked really hard.
So he like, this guy kept moving around, essentially, even before Stray Kids, it looks like.
2 years training time. And in the show Stray Kids, his hard work paid off by joining Stray Kids as the main vocalist. Lee No was born in 1998 in Korea.
Hey, Lee No, you know?
Growing up,
No, that's such a dad joke, please, bro. Hey, look at Lino's expression there, please. Wait, we gotta go back. That's hilarious.
in Korea.
Hey, Lee No, you know?
Growing up, he developed a talent in dance.
No, I love
in middle
it.
School, Lino began his journey as a backup dancer. He even made a little appearance in National Geographic.
가수가 되고 싶어.
That's so
Any one of
random.
these hopefuls could be the next big thing in K-pop.
I know that looks like an edit, but that was 100% real. Around that time, he was also preparing to audition for
That's such a random
Lino
cameo.
would get his first break as a backup dancer.
Wait, what did he
for
say?
BTS. Lino would get his first break as a
Wait,
looks like
wait.
an edit, but that was 100% real. Around that time, he was also preparing to audition for Cube Entertainment. Lino would get his first break as a backup dancer for BTS on their Japanese tour.
Oh,
and
cool.
Was an extra dancer in BTS Not Today music video. Those credentials let
Oh, so
him
he...
join JYP.
Wait, actually, didn't we
Training a year
learn...
before-
Did we learn this in the guide? I feel like I remember this. Like, the whole... Him being a backup dancer for BTS. I feel like I remember it in the guide. Anyway, let's go back.
And was an extra dancer in BTS Not Today music video. Those credentials led him to join JYP, training a year before joining the Stray Kids show. Now remember when I said no one really got eliminated? Well, Park Jin Young wanted to create some drama.
Is
by
this...
eliminating
I've seen this... Wait, sorry. This old guy... or like he's middle-aged. I don't know. He looks like he's in his late 30s or something. I've seen him a couple of times. Is he like the manager or something of Stray Kids? Because like I've seen him multiple times. Especially when it shows like the survival show clips. So I'm curious about that.
Eliminated? Well, Park Jin-young wanted to create some drama by eliminating Dino and Felix in the 6th episode, but would later say
spoilers.
silent and bring them back in the finale.
Spoilers,
I was
bro.
a scare for Dino, but he still debuted as the main dancer of Stray Kids. Changbin was born in 1999 in Korea. While at school, he knew he wanted to go into K-pop when he could never forget the reaction the audience gave him when seeing him dance and rap at a school festival. Changbin would make rapping and writing lyrics his specialty when he auditioned for JYP and got
I think it worked out because, in my opinion, Changbin is probably the best rapper out of them, all of them, just based on the stuff I've seen from him. He's the best, but it doesn't discount the other skills. Like I feel like he's more well-rounded than the other ones in a way. That's why it makes him the best. Like he's got everything, it feels like, where like Han's really talented, but I feel like when it comes to rapping, at least, he's not as well-rounded as of a rapper as Changbin is. He's more like, he's like a shooting star. He's very like obviously talented, but then there's like, you know what I mean? Like it's not that he has weaknesses per se, but he doesn't seem as well-rounded as Changbin. And then you've got Chan, for example, who's very talented, but I feel like flow-wise, Changbin I like more. I don't know if I could say he's better, but I like his flow more. Even though I really like Chan as a rapper. I don't know. It's hard to explain. You know what I mean? Like maybe I just like him as a rapper more than the others.
not accepted. His parents were amazed and called him a genius. Needless to say, they were very proud. While in JYP, Changbin was 1/3 of the pre-debut group 3 Racha. Extremely talented in rap and specifically machine gun flow. After 2 years of training, Changbin debuted as the main rapper of Stray Kids. Hyunjin was born in 2000 in Korea, but would move to Las Vegas, Nevada, and United States when he was 6. Going to school there for only a short time.
I feel like I
coming
remember
back
a
to
lot of these
Korea to
facts.
finish his education in Sopa, graduating this year. As a kid, Hyunjin was very outgoing and curious.
Yeah,
signing
you
up
can
for
tell
tons
that.
of competitions. That is probably where he found, as he said, singing made him happy and music was very appealing to him. Hyunjin would make it into JYP Entertainment and train for 2 years before debuting as the main dancer in Stray Kids.
2 years, that seems very fast. Though to be fair, I don't have a frame of reference because like, to me, like Chan training for 7 years, I wasn't sure if that was abnormal or normal. It's clearly abnormal. 2 years seems like relatively small. You're like training for 2 years and then you debut, right? I feel like that would probably be the normal timeline. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how it works though.
Han was born in 2000 in Korea, but did live abroad to study in Malaysia. While there, he had a burning desire to make it in the K-pop industry. He said he wanted to pursue being a singer because he loved how you could tell a story through music. While back in Korea to take an exam, Han made a deal with his parents. Give me 1 year. If I don't get accepted into a label, then I will continue my studies.
That is pure confidence. My man said, look, mum, dad, give me 1 year. If I am not a success, then I'll do whatever the fuck you want me to do. Nah, that's pure confidence there, you know?
Studies in Malaysia. Seeing this as his one chance, he auditioned in numerous agencies. One day while auditioning for a company with his friend, they heard there was also a JYP audition that day. Han's friend wanted to go, but Han thought it wasn't worth it as he didn't think he would make it there. But his
Okay,
friend
maybe not.
persuaded him to go
I take
to
it
maybe
back.
see
I take my whole confidence comment back.
some celebrities. Han really owes his friend as he was accepted into JYP Entertainment. He trained for 3 years and also
That sounds like the plot of like an anime. You know, they go to a place and then the friend is the mate, like he's the one who's always dreaming to be like a K-pop person or whatever, you know, whatever the dream is. And then it's Han, who's like the MC of the show, and he was reluctant, but he's the one who got the part. Like, it very much sounds fictional, but obviously it's real. Just, it's funny.
was the final piece in 3 Racha. Making him versed in rap, Han debuted as the main rapper in Stray Kids. Felix was born in 2000 in Sydney, Australia. Aside from his grown-ass voice, Felix was a very active child growing up.
No, wait, what? No, he this is funny. No, the reason is funny because this, like, the way Felix looks right now, literally there was like 70 guys in like early high school that looked exactly like him. That's why I find it funny.
Winning
Like the hairstyle, the one black ear, like that's, I don't know. I feel like it was the most common like look.
medals for swimming and especially taekwondo, where he has a black belt. Felix probably
Oh
got into
shit,
music during
okay,
that
Felix.
time and auditioned
I
for
didn't know that.
JYP in Australia. Felix trained for only a year before joining the show Stray Kids, where he was another member that was eliminated.
Okay, that's pure talent there. That's pure talent. Though I will say, I feel like when we look at I don't know if this is the case, but this is the way I view it. Hyunjin and Felix seem to have debuted relatively quickly. And I feel like it's an unfortunate thing, but I feel like even though they were very talented, I feel like a large reason for that, it was probably the fact that they fit the Korean, like, you know, beauty attractiveness standard, you know what I mean? And that's why it was easier for someone like them to debut. That's how, like, I would view that. You know, like, I'm not saying their looks got them everything, but I feel like a large reason, maybe someone like Chan, who's not the most traditionally, like, attractive in the way, like, Korean society or even just Asian society in general views, you know, like the thin kind of like face and, you know, small body, like that vibe is what, like, they view as traditionally attractive. And like someone like Chan didn't have that, so he had to, purely from showing that he had the skills, that's why it took him so long. But yeah, not to say Hyunjin and Felix aren't crazy talented, because they are crazy talented. But yeah.
And brought back. Come on, you can't leave out Felix. And so Felix filled the deep ass voice position in Stray Kids.
Deep ass voice
that is a real
position.
Seungmin was born in 2000 in Korea. Seungmin also spent a short time in LA for school, where he picked up some of his English skills. Having a passion for being
that's why
on
he
stage,
kind of sounds a bit
Seungmin used that
American
in
when he
JYP's
speaks English.
13th open audition, where he
Wait,
won
sorry,
second.
I spoke over it again.
Seungmin used that in JYP's 13th open audition, where he
what?
won 1000 in Korea. Seungmin also
Start
spent a
again.
short time in LA for school, where he picked up some of his English skills. Having a passion for being on stage, Seungmin used that in JYP's 13th open audition, where he won second place. Impressed by his
Nice.
singing, JYP accepted Seungmin as a trainee. He cherished that moment and still held on to the jacket he wore in the audition. While in JYP, Seungmin was very dedicated. He was one of the few trainees that never missed a day filling out his training logs.
Oh,
With
not
that
bad.
determination, he debuted in 2017 as
Respect
the lead vocalist
Seungmin.
of Stray Kids. Last but not least, the maknae IN was born in 2001 in Korea. Aside from stealing what would be my rap name, IN makes everyone ooh. I mean, it's science. When he was 7, Ian was a child model, starting off young in the entertainment industry. Ian would love to sing and perform trap music for the elders.
So he's been
in
in
the
the
since then. Ian joined
My boy's been in the entertainment industry for a hot minute, it looks like.
the scene since then. Ian joined JYP through an audition. He trained for 2 years before debuting as the vocalist maknae of Stray Kids. That's it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please
Okay, so that was the video. So again, these younger guys, literally all of them, it looks like 1 or 2 years they debuted. So now that puts it into perspective when we look at like Chan, because he was in there for 7 years training. So now I could see like why it's a big deal, right? Because I didn't really grasp what that meant, you know, training for 7 years. And the insecurities that probably arose as a result of that. And now it makes sense when I look at the earlier music clips, like Elevator and stuff, I can see this like almost threatening, like oppressive aura around him, because according to comments, that was like pre-debut. So he was still in that stage of not sure if he was going to make it and stuff like that. So now I get it, why he was like that. And it puts it into perspective. I'm like, oh shit, he was like he was like stressing, you know, and it makes sense. So yeah, I like this video. It put more perspective and give me some backstory and stuff. I feel like this is a good video because now when I go into watching the survival show, I have a kind of basic framework on understanding the dynamics in it. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Goodbye.